Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a Sunday of racing here at Tampa Bay Downs. Today's first post coming up in 35 minutes. We'll have scratches, conditions, and changes coming up in a few moments. But first, we ask you to please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And thank you, everyone. Once again, a pleasant good afternoon to you all. Welcome to day number 63 of our season here at Tampa Bay Downs. A Sunday card set to get underway in 33 minutes. Take a look at those track conditions along with the weather. The main track is fast. The turf is firm. We're racing under sunny skies. Temperatures 80 degrees here at post time. Winds out of the south at 5 miles an hour. So it's just a slight tailwind down the backstretch and a bit of a headwind for the runners when they turn for home. But all in all, a very pleasant afternoon for racing here with fast and firm conditions. The turf rail is at 12 feet. If you have your programs handy, let's go over today's overweights, scratches, and changes. Race number 1 starts the early pick 5 in today's first race. Number 3, Honorable Chill, is 2 pounds over. +2 on the 3, Honorable Chill. Number 6, Mishka, is 2 pounds over. +2 on the 6. Race 2, the 10th annual Henry Hennington Classic. Scratch number 7, Mr. Squeaky Wheels. Number 7, Mr. Squeaky Wheels, is scratched out of the second race. Race 2, scratch the 7. Take note with that scratch, no super high 5 in the second race. Race number 3, the Happy 60th Birthday Steve Purse on the turf course. Jockey change on the number 1, Chumuelo. Make the rider Sammy Camacho. Sammy Camacho rides the number 1. Chumuelo. Scratch both numbers 5 and 6, the 2 main track onlys. Number 5, Moral Power, and scratch number 6, If I Can Dream. Also scratch number 8, High Yield Hunk. Scratch 5, 6, and 8 out of today's third race. And do take note, number 9, Future Blues, races with cheek pieces. Number 9 races with cheek pieces in today's third race. Race 3, number 9, races with cheek pieces. Race 4 is congratulations on your retirement, jockey Pablo Morales. We'll be celebrating Pablo's career after the 4th. Take note, number 3, He's My Uncle, should be listed as a gelding. Number 3 is a gelding in the 4th race. Race number 5 on the turf course at a mile. Jockey overweight number 3, Go Mischievous, 2 pounds over, +2 on the 3. And number 7, Tamarack, is +1 pound, +1 on the 7. Do take note, the main track only May Gray is still in. However, if that race is run on the turf, that horse will be scratched. Again, number 2 is a main track only for the 5th race. Race number 6 is clear. No changes in today's 6th race. We start the late pick 4 in race 6. Race 7, scratch the 6, Daddy's Love. Number 6, Daddy's Love, is out. Scratch the 6. Scratch number 11, Our Skyline. Scratch the 11. Scratch the 12, Knowledge is Good. Number 12, Knowledge is Good, is out. And scratch the 13, Lookin' Lovely. Scratch 6, 11, 12, 13 out of the 7th race. Do take note, number 14 will run off the also eligible list. Again, number 14 does draw in. G1 bound, will run off the also eligible list. Race number 8 on the main track at 6.5 furlongs. Scratch number 2, Gary's Flying Lion. Number 2, Gary's Flying Lion is out. Number 5, Cape Paz is 2 pounds over, +2 on the 5. And number 9, He's Side-Eyed is +2 pounds as well, +2 on numbers 5 and 9 in today's 8th race. Race number 9, our 9th and final race. Scratch number 1, Mission Mike. Number 1, Mission Mike is out. Scratch the number jockey change on the number 6, Anchises. Make the rider Israel Rodriguez. Jockey change on the 6. Make the rider Israel Rodriguez. Number 8, Cool Rags is 2 pounds over, +2 on the number 8, Cool Rags in today's 9th race. Those are your updated overweight scratches and changes. Today's first post here at Tampa Bay Downs coming up in 29 minutes. Again, the main track fast. The turf is firm, the rail at 12 feet for today's Sunday card. Our track handicapper, Ren Carothers, will be coming up in about 10 or 12 minutes. Ren will have analysis and selections for all 9 of today's races. The early pick 5, the first race of the day. They're both 29 minutes away. Post time for the first in 29 minutes.
Well, good Sunday to you, everybody. Ren Carothers here. We've got 9 races on today's card at Tampa Bay Downs. Race 1 will kick off that early pick 5, and it's with an 8-claimer for fillies and mares 4 years old and up, which have not won 3 races. They'll be going a mile 40 yards on the main track. The number 2, Pemberley, in here for Jose D'Angelo, has run almost exclusively on turf and synthetic. The one main track spin, though, it makes you have hope. That was back in February of 2025. She ran 6th, but was just 5 lengths beaten. But consider when I say just 5 lengths, it's because it was an optional 35 starter 25 going just 7 furlongs at Gulfstream Park. Last 3 starts she's had, they were all in the grass, and she's been competitive. 2 of them she got on the board against 17-5 and 3L Company. I think going 2 turns on our dirt, it could be the key. You got Marin aboard. The number 4, Shack Revenge, in here for Wanda Vila, comes in fresh off an 8th place finish in a 25 and 3X here back on January 9th. She had a bad start, traffic troubles also that afternoon. And yes, she was 8th the start prior as well at the 16 and 3L level, but that was a first off a layoff, wide draw, mile 16th. She was beaten 6 lengths ultimately. As for the dirt form, hasn't wowed, but one of those starts was in the slop, and in the other, on a fast track, she did not break sharply, sat about a length off a slow pace at Monmouth, and was just never able to reel in the top 2. There was a merry-go-round finish there. Fresh and dropped in for 8. Well, on this main track, I think she could be a contender. The number 1, that is Early Delivery, has the rail, got the lead last out, going 8.5 at the level, and was right there the whole way, outlasting the other speed, but she couldn't hold off the winner. That was Bravo Kitten. That was just this filly's second time going 2 turns. The first was on January 4th and on a quick turnaround because she had run on December 27th. But in the January 4th start, the ground was good. She did not show early speed, drew back with the turn up quick at that distance, and another filly to her inside was hindering her a bit also. Think that now she's coming in off an 8.5 furlong spin, she should be nice and fit to contend on this cutback. So I'm going to go 2-4-1 in race 1 to start the day and the early pick 5.
Fans, do take note that in the fifth race, number 2, the main track only, May Gray, is listed now as a scratch. Number 2 is scratched out of the fifth. Race 5, scratch the main track only, number 2, May Gray. Onto the track, postbraiding for today's first race, start of the early pick 5. Field of 6 to go, mile 40 yards. It's an $8,000 claiming event for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. Numbers 3 and 6 are both plus 2 pounds. Race 1 offers daily double exact, trifecta, superfecta, and pick 3 wagering. We start the early pick 5, post time in 6 minutes. Again, just another announcement. Race 5, number 2, May Gray, is scratched. Scratch the number 2, May Gray, out of the 5th race. 2 minutes to post time. Today's first race, the early pick 5 in 2 minutes. The horses are approaching the starting gate. Today's first race field, the early pick 5s in 1 minute. And the horses have reached the gate. It's post time. They're lining up now for today's first. Field of 6 here at the mile and 40-yard distance. Your post time favorite 3 to 5 on the number 2 Pemberley. Samuel Marin for Jose D'Angelo. Here's the favorite moving up. 5 to 2 CC Girl, your second choice. Here's Honorable Chill to gate 3. Cipriano Gill for trainer James Lawrence. Shack Revenge, Jose Batista in the house yellow colors. CC Girl and Mishka, the final 2, as we're ready to kick off day number 63 of our season, a Sunday of racing. Final day of the NHC out in Las Vegas. These first 5 races part of the semifinals. Best of luck to all the players out there. As Mishka goes in, ready to kick off a fast and firm Sunday. They're in the gate. And the race is on. Honorable Chill, the gray, got away in good order and goes right to the front. Shack Revenge from out of the pack, and CC Girl up to chase down to the inside. Comes early delivery. Pemberley going to set up just in behind this trio up top as Mishka 4 wide and at the back early on. They're only 3 lengths front to back as Honorable Chill joined by CC Girl up on the outside. And those two now a length in front of Shack Revenge. Pemberley, they're together third and fourth. It's another length in back to early delivery and Mishka. So they're racing in 3 pairs basically as they work to the back stretch. 24.36 seconds for the opening quarter mile. And up on the outside, CC Girl, the inside Honorable Chill. Those two, 1-2 with a slight breeze at their back now down the back stretch. They're 3/4 of a length ahead of Shack Revenge as Pemberley, the big favorite, settles in just in behind the top 3. It's another length then back to Mishka. Early delivery is the trailer, and 4.5 lengths cover them with a half mile to go. Honorable Chill, CC Girl, they've been doing battle for much of this journey thus far. Carved out the opening half mile in 48.41 seconds. Shack Revenge going to be parked out 3 wide as they run into the turn. Pemberley continues to track from down along the fence, just a length and a half behind, length and a half separating those top 4. It's 3 more then back to early delivery, who's out of last. Mishka is the trailer. Honorable Chill, CC Girl. Shack Revenge is being pushed along while Pemberley is fully in hand. Just going to need a seam as the favorite as they come around to the top of the stretch. CC Girl, Honorable Chill. Pemberley looking for a tight spot in the 2-path, got it, and Pemberley came right on through. Samuel Marin and Pemberley quickly to the front. Pemberley now 2 in front. Honorable Chill, CC Girl, Shack Revenge down the outside is 4th, but a final 16th to go. And once daylight was presented, Pemberley gladly accepted, burst on through, and is going to win geared down by about 8 or 9 lengths. Good battle for second. CC Girl maybe going to get that spot. CC Girl indeed did get second. Third was very tight between Shack Revenge and Honorable Chill. Two, 5, 3, 4, and 1. 2, 5, 3, 4, and 1. Final time 141.58. Pemberley, your first race winner, shipping up from Gulfstream Park. Results are now official. $3.40 on the win for Pemberley. She's an 8-year-old bay mare by a Fleet Alex out of Wings of Paradise. Was bred in Ontario by Keith and Rachel McClelland. Carlo D'Amato, the winning owner. Jose D'Angelo, the winning trainer. Samuel Marin aboard for the winning ride as Pemberley scores off impressively here in today's opener. The exacta $4.80, trifecta $12.95, a dime super $4.79. Race 2 is coming up in 22 minutes at 1:05 p.m. Today's second race, the 10th annual Henry Hennington Classic. Scratch the 7. Number 7 is scratched. Field of 6 remain in. Post time for the second race, the early picked 4s in 22 minutes. We did have a claim there in the first race. Number 5, CC Girl, was claimed. Goes to AOM Racing Stables, LLC. Alejandro Mendieta, the new trainer.
Race 2 is going to kick off the early pick 4 with a 5-claimer for 4-year-olds and up, which have not won 2 races since September 15th. They'll be going a mile and 40 yards on the main track. The number 2, American Farmer, in here for Walensky. You got Camacho aboard. He's had 4 starts for the barn since being claimed back for $32,000 in August of 2024. That last race before the layoff, he ran 5th, beating 12 lengths in a mile spin at Del Mar. It was off a 2 1/4 length defeat at Pleasanton in an optional 62 N2X, in which he put up an 81 buyer figure. But yeah, he was off a long time after that claim. Came back on Christmas Eve of 2025 in a 17-5 beaten claimer, and though he showed some early interest, he folded to 7th. Since then, however, it does appear he's rounding back into form. Last out, going 8.5 furlongs, he dueled on the front in a beaten 10 claimer at Gulfstream, lost by 1 1/4 lengths there in the end, earned a 73 buyer figure. So I think he runs figures like similar figures surface to surface if the past performances still hold true. And if that's the case, I think this is enough class relief and an ideal distance to get it done. The number 6, Conspiracy Fact, tough old boy himself, owned and trained by Juan Arriagada. He's been running against Open Claimer Company all meet. Best finish so far, runner-up performance to Capazzo in a 10-claimer on February 8th. Got beat just a half length in the end there after dueling, put up a 73 buyer figure. Last time he ran with a condition, he won. It was a beaten 5 at Prairie Meadows. So this is a horse who is in good enough form, now getting a softer spot to gain some confidence. And over a track that he's finished in the money in 10 of 17 starts. The number 4, Surprise Package, in here for Kathleen O'Connell. Exits a very quickly run 16-claimer on the turf where he was just overmatched, stepping up from a 16 N3L win, which was an off-the-turf contest. He was able to overcome a bad start and slow pace up front to roll for a 5 1/4 length score. But yeah, I know the other dirt start this boy had, it was not great, but that was a main 25 at Monmouth back in the spring. He was taking on older for the first time, and it was just at 6 furlongs where he was coming out of 2-turn races. So I'm going to go 2-6-4 in race 2, which again kicks off the early pick 4.
The horses onto the track post-printing for today's second race, the 10th annual Henry Hennington Classic. A $5,000 claiming event for 4-year-olds and upward. They'll be at 1.40 miles over that fast main track. Scratch the 7. Number 7 is scratched. Field of 6 set to go here. Daily double exact, trifecta, superfecta wagering. Pick 3. We start the early pick 4. Do take note with the scratch, there is no super high 5 here in the second race. Post time for the second. The 10th annual Henry Hennington Classic coming up in 6 minutes. Two minutes to post time. Today's second race, the 10th annual Henry Hennington Classic in 2 minutes. The horses are approaching the starting gate. Today's second race field, the 10th annual Henry Hennington Classic, coming up in 1 minute. And the horses have reached the gate. It's post time. They're lining up for today's second. The 10th annual Henry Hennington Classic field arriving at the gate. 8-5 favorite, number 2, American Farmer. 9-5 on the 6, Conspiracy Fact. 5-2 on the 4, that's Surprise Package. Those are your top 3 in the wagering. Cox Canyon goes in at 13-1 to the gate 1. Here's American Farmer in the Petter Pop Racing colors. Sammy Camacho on board. Holiday Fantasy coming up. Sonny Leone for Tim Padilla. The final 3 going to be Surprise Package, Azure Sky, and Conspiracy Fact will be all set for a start. The early pick 4 here on a Sunday. Azure Sky coming up. Conspiracy Fact, Israel Rodriguez for Juan Arriagada. Conspiracy Fact goes in. They're in the gate. And the race is on. Conspiracy Fact away a half step slow. American Farmer out quickly and goes right to the front. Surprise Package in the yellow colors is close up now. Conspiracy Fact rushing up on the outside to join them as they're 3 across. Into the turn, another lineup of 3 in behind. Cox Canyon out wide, Azure Sky. And between them is Holiday Fantasy. So they race toward that far turn. Conspiracy Fact, who broke last, is all the way up to first. Poke a half length in front of American Farmer back second. So length more to Surprise Package in third. Then still that lineup of 3 at the back. Out wide, Azure Sky, Holiday Fantasy between horses. Cox Canyon now slips out last. So they make their way to the back stretch. 25.09 seconds for the opening quarter mile. And Conspiracy Fact bet down to 7-5 favoritism, a length in front. The outside Surprise Package, American Farmer, now joining them in the second flight, Holiday Fantasy and Azure Sky. So 4 of them lined up in behind the favorite. And shifting to the far outside, Cox Canyon trying to make it 5 in a line. In behind this leader, Conspiracy Fact. 50.14 seconds for the opening half-mile time. So the pace has not been a taxing one for Conspiracy Fact, who's in front by a half length. Surprise Package, Azure Sky now coming with a wide sweeping bid. Holiday Fantasy and the Red Silks is in and amongst horses as they siege on Conspiracy Fact up front. American Farmer going to look for a seam down at the inside. Still many chances here as they come around to the top of the lane. Azure Sky out 3 wide. Conspiracy Fact battles on down at the fence. Between them, Surprise Package. American Farmer going to try to slip through down along the fence. After that comes Holiday Fantasy and Cox Canyon. Azure Sky, Conspiracy Fact not done. American Farmer to the inside trying to come through. So the favorites have now gone 1-2. American Farmer on the inside. Conspiracy Fact can't keep pace. American Farmer. Sammy Camacho takes a peek back. He's got it by a length. Second Conspiracy Fact. After that was Azure Sky. Then a photo between Surprise Package and Holiday Fantasy. 2, 6, 5, 4, and 3. Final time 141.26 seconds. Results are now official. 560 on the win for American Farmer. American Farmer on the class drop. The winners here of today's second race is a 9-year-old bay horse by Bluegrass Cat out of Farmer's Wife. Was bred in California by BKB Stables LLC. Penner Pop Racing LLC, the winning owner. Sam Walensky, the winning trainer. Sammy Camacho aboard for the winning ride. American Farmer up the fence to win is your second choice. The exacta 580, trifecta $16.15, a dime super $12.56. Daily double, pair of deuces $5.60. Race 3 is on deck in 23 minutes. Today's third race, the happy 60th birthday Steve purse. $20,000 claimer at a mile on the turf course will be out of the home stretch starting point. Scratch 5, 6, and 8. 5, 6, and 8 are scratched. Number 1, Chimuelo, a jockey change to Sammy Camacho. And number 9, Future Blues races with cheek pieces. Cheek pieces for the number 9. Post time for the third race, the happy 60th birthday Steve purse in 23 minutes. Today's second race, our featured group, the 10th annual Henry Hennington Classic. Do you want to welcome them to Tampa Bay Downs? Did have a couple of claims out of the second race. Number 2, American Farmer, the winner, was claimed. And a two-way shake goes to Dialed In Racing, trainer Craig Smith. And number 6, Conspiracy Fact, was claimed by Moshe Mark, goes to the barn of Mike Simone.
Race 3 starts our next pick four at the 20 claimer for 3-year-old set at a mile on the turf. The number 10, Just See Me. You know, she had some big time turf pedigree. Only got on the grass for the first time when she made that first off a layoff. And that was an optional start at 32. So you can excuse the 5th place finish that afternoon. They drop for this level next, and the horse wired the field for a 3-length score. So I think he rolls again with another win here for Arriagata and Gallardo. The number 1, that's Chimuelo, in for D'Angelo. Makes a second start off the layoff, second start with Lasix. Ran 4th last out. He was beaten 6 lengths. That was in a 16 claimer going just 5.5 furlongs on the synthetic at Gulfstream Park. This boy's actually never run on the grass, but is by multiple Group 1 winner Caravaggio, who was a sprinter. But this boy is out of a flatter mare, which does impart stamina, and he's only been beyond a sprint once. That was on debut, and I know he wasn't great, but it might have just been because it was the very first start of his career and he didn't really run it all. It was also a maiden 35. So we'll see if the recency, surface switch, stretch out makes a difference. He's also second-time Lasix. The number 7, Win Winnie Win, in for Juan Avila. This one's never raced on turf, but the genes are surface flexible. The family from which he hails includes some nice dirt and turf horses, including Happy Mesa and Green Means Go. So let's see if this boy can stretch out on the grass here on the drop-in from that 5th place finish in an optional starter 25. 10, 1, 7 in race 3, which again starts our next pick 4.
The horses on the track postparading for today's third race, the Happy 60th Birthday Steve Purse. A $20,000 claiming event for 3-year-olds. They'll be at a mile on turf. The turf is firm, the rail at 12 feet. Scratch 5, 6, and 8. 5, 6, and 8 are scratched. Jockey change on the 1 Chimuelo. Make the rider Sammy Camacho. Take note, number 9, Future Blues races with cheek pieces. Number 9 races with cheek pieces. Field 7 set to go here. Daily double exacta, trifecta, superfecta, pick 3, super high 5. We start another pick 4. This race out of the home stretch starting point, the mile distance, in just 5 minutes. Two minutes to post time. Today's third race, the Happy 60th Birthday Steve Purse, coming up in just 2 minutes. 2 minutes to post time. The horses making their way onto the turf course and approaching the starting gate. We're just 1 minute from post time. Race 3, the happy 60th birthday Steve Purse, in just 1 minute. And the horses have reached the gate. It's post time. They're lining up now for today's third, the happy 60th birthday Steve Purse. Happy birthday to Steve, celebrating with friends and family here at the track today. Field of 7 here on turf. First of 3 turf events this afternoon. Over this firm going. Chimuelo going to be the first to move forward. Sammy Camacho picking up the mount here, 9-1 right now. The big favorites to the outside, Just See Me at 2-5. Here's Magic Mikey. Chaos coming, Sonny Leone for Patrick McBurney to gate 3. The Dutch Racing Stable colors. Here's Wise Words in the Carroll Star, blue and yellow. The final 3 going to be Win, Winnie, Win, Future Blues, and Just See Me, the big favorite to the outside. Will be all set for a start here in today's third, the happy 60th birthday Steve Purse. Future Blues going up, Just See Me and Antonio Gallardo to the outside. The big favorite loading in. They're in the gate. And the race is on. Just See Me got away well from that outside post. Magic Mikey is quick, and those two, 1-2 through the first 16th of a mile. They've put 2 lengths already on Win, Winnie, Win, and Chimuelo, who's down to that one's inside. They're 3rd and 4th. Wise Words came out 5th, about 5 off the top. It's another half length to Future Blues. The early trailer Chaos coming. As they run to that first turn, it's Magic Mikey in front, floating out a couple of paths. Alongside that one, Just See Me, the favorite, is second. Chimuelo cutting the corner into that 3rd position. Then comes Win, Winnie, Win, 4th. Down to the inside, Wise Words, under a good hold from Samuel Marin, 5th in the blue colors, yellow cap. Then comes Future Blues, still 4 more back to Chaos coming. The opening quarter in 23.06 seconds as they begin the backstretch journey, and it's Magic Mikey and Jose Batista doling out the fractions, a length and 3/4 ahead of Just See Me. This big favorite's all alone in second. It's 2.5 more then. Back to Chimuelo, who runs on the inside of Win, Winnie, Win. Then comes another pair, Future Blues and Wise Words, still 4 more to Chaos coming. 47.33 seconds as they run to the far turn. Magic Mikey, that lead now is down to a length as Just See Me tries to get closer in the second position. It's a break of 4 more lengths now. Back to Win Winnie Win, Chimuelo. Future Blues is starting to stoke the fires on the outside, and Wise Words. Magic Mikey, Just See Me right up alongside, and the favorite Just See Me joins Magic Mikey and puts a neck in front. Just See Me now a length in front of Magic Mikey. 3 more back to Future Blues down the outside. Wise Words, Win Winnie Win, but Just See Me has taken off for home. Just See Me and Antonio Gallardo by the 16th pole, 6 ahead. It's a good battle for second. Wise Words, Future Blues, and Chimuelo, but the winner Just See Me won it by about 8 in the end. Wise Words up for second, Chimuelo third. Fourth was very close. Future Blues, Chaos Coming, and Win Winnie Win was in that photo as well for the Miners. Ten, 4, 1 and a photo. 10, 4, 1 and a photo. Final time 135.96. Ten, 4, 1, 3, and 9. $260 on the win for Just See Me. Just See Me's really come alive since moving to the turf here. A couple starts back. Now 2 wins over the lawn here at Tampa. Just See Me, a 3-year-old chestnut gelding by Raging Bull out of With Sprinkles, was bred in Pennsylvania by Blackstone Farm LLC. Juan Arriagada, the winning owner and trainer, and Antonio Gallardo aboard for the winning ride. As Just See Me, the favorite, scores impressively here in today's third. The exact at 10 and 4, $6.50. Trifecta, $11.15. Dime Super, $14.03. Daily Double, $4.90. The Pick 3, $6.50. And the High Five, $471.80. Today's fourth race, congratulations on your retirement, Pablo Morales. We'll celebrate the great career of Pablo Morales coming up in a few minutes. No scratches or changes in today's fourth. Actually, number 3 is a gelding. That's the lone change. In the winner's circle, we want to welcome our featured group for today's third race, the Happy 60th Birthday Steve group, as we welcome Steve celebrating his 60th birthday with us here today at Tampa Bay Downs. Happy birthday, Steve. There was a claim here in today's third race. Number 10, the winner was claimed, and a two-way shake goes to Midnight Rider LLC trainer Darian Rodriguez.
Race 4 kicks off today's Ultimate 6, and it is with a mid-16 for 3-year-old set in a mile 4 yards on the main track. The number 3, He's My Uncle, in here for Bennett, drops in, stretches out after finishing 4th in a main 25, going just 7 furlongs, and that was also after hopping out of the gate. He had run in a trio of turf races here at the main 32 level, going 2 turns, so he can go long. The dirt races he had before coming to Tampa, he was in tough, but yeah, I think he's got the right combo of class and distance here to be successful, and Camacho is getting back aboard as well. The number 6, Festivities, in for Sacco, who goes blinkers on for start 2. This boy debuted in main 32 on the turf, didn't do much, but maybe we'll see a sharper performance here with the equipment change, drop in for 16 and move to dirt. The pedigree, it flexes. He's by social inclusion and out of a Birdstone mare. You've got Marquez staying aboard. And then the number 4, Leonidas Stand, in for Englehart. 2 starts here, was in with He's My Uncle in the January 4th start, making his debut. Wide draw, bad start. Came back with Lasix and blinkers and tried to wire from the rail, dropped in for main 16. But yeah, he tired late to get 2 lengths there in the end. I think the move to dirt, it's fine. He's by the Factor, and then out of a mineshaft mare, and she actually is from a very flexible and classy family. So I'm going to go 3, 6, 4 in race 4, and your Ultimate 6 starts now.
The horse is onto the track, post-parading for today's fourth race, a $16,000 maiden claiming event for 3-year-olds. They'll beat a mile and 40 yards over the fast main track, $16,000 the claiming tag. This race, the congratulations on your retirement, Pablo Morales Purse. We'll congratulate one of the all-time greats here at Tampa Bay Downs on his retirement after this fourth race. Number 3 is a gelding. No other scratches or changes in the field of 7. Race 4 offers daily double, exacta, trifecta, and superfecta wagering. We start at pick 3. We have a super high 5, and we start the ultimate 6, $57,616 carried over. Post time for the fourth and 7 minutes. Five minutes. 2 minutes to post time. Today's fourth race, the congratulations on your retirement. Pablo Morales purse in 2 minutes. The horses are now approaching the starting gate. Today's fourth race field, the Ultimate Six, in 1 minute. And the horses have reached the gate. It's post time. They're lining up for today's fourth. The congratulations on your retirement, Pablo Morales purse. We're going to honor Pablo after this fourth race. Announced his retirement from the saddle just a couple days ago. An amazing career. And, of course, many, many wins here at Tampa Bay Downs over the years. Liv has Riz the first to move up in the House Silks for trainer Jeffrey Engelhart. Engelhart also saddles the number 4, Leonidas Stan, one of 2 in here for that barn. Double Miles, he's my uncle coming up. Leonidas Stan in the House Yellow Silks to gate 4. Leonidas Stan coming up. Mickey Jack, festivities, always bourbon. The final 3 will be all set for a start here in today's fourth. Mickey Jack coming up. Samuel Marin for Antonio Sano. The final 2 festivities and always bourbon will be all set for a start. Fourth race. Starter Eddie Boobles to send them on their way. 1 mile and 40 yards. As always bourbon and Cesar Gonzalez will complete the line. Goes in. They're in the gate. And he's my uncle popped the front of the stall open there, and that caused Double Miles to also unseat the rider and act quite fractious as well. He's My Uncle. Now once again heading forward. Back into the starter's spot. We're all set for a start. And the race is on. He's My Uncle out well with Leonidas Stand, and joining them to the inside is Double Miles. Those three across the course as Liv Has Riz. Going to rein back just in behind them in fourth. Joining that one is Festivities. To the outside in fifth. Mickey Jack is second last. The early trailer, Always Bourbon, as they run through that first turn. It's going to be Leonidas Stand to take over. Daniel Centeno and Leonidas Stand in front by two now. To Double Miles in second. He's My Uncle's out third. Then comes Liv Has Riz. Festivities, they're together fourth and fifth. Length and a half more to Mickey Jack and about 5 more back to Always Bourbon. 24.10 seconds for the opening quarter mile. So the backstretch journey begins here with Leonidas Stand, a length and a half in front as Double Miles gets a bit closer from second. The favorite, He's My Uncle, to the outside in the clear, racing along in third. It's a length and a half more then. Back to Festivities. Down to that one's inside Mickey Jack, and at the rails, Liv Has Riz. And a big gap, still about 7 or 8 more to Always Bourbon, who trails. 48.46 seconds for the opening half-mile time. To the far turn they roll. Leonidas Stand is in front. It's Leonidas Stand by the 3/8 pole, too good. Of Double Miles on the outside, He's My Uncle getting a little bit closer now, and He's My Uncle, the favorite, ranging in on this longtime leader, Leonidas Stand. Leonidas Stand 3/4 in front of He's My Uncle, who's up to a clear second. Double Miles to the inside third, and Mickey Jack. Mickey Jack's underway from fourth, now up to third on the outside as they come to the top of the lane. He's My Uncle right up alongside of Leonidas Stand. Mickey Jack looking to join them from just in behind down the far outside. He's My Uncle makes the lead, but Mickey Jack is a fresh challenge on the outside. 16th pole, He's My Uncle, Mickey Jack. These two have gone on. It's He's My Uncle, Mickey Jack. They're way out in the center of the course. Mickey Jack to the front. He's My Uncle second. Mickey Jack won it. Mickey Jack the winner. He's My Uncle was second. After that was Leonidas Stand and Double Miles fourth. Five, 3, 4, 2, and 6. 5-1 winner, Mickey Jack. 3-5 on the 3. He's My Uncle. 5, 3, 4, 2, and 6. Mickey Jack breaks the maiden here in career start number 7. Results are now official. 5-3-4-2 official sign on the board. $13.20 on the win for Mickey Jack. Steadily improving runner breaks through today. 3-year-old bay colt by Tonalist out of Satin Sheets was bred right here in Florida by Dominique D'Amico. Double Jack Investment LLC, the winning owners. Antonio Sano, the winning trainer. Samuel Moran aboard for the winning ride. A riding double for Samuel as Mickey Jack up in the final strides to catch the favorite and win today's 4th. This race, the Congratulations on Your Retirement Pablo Morales purse. We'll have a presentation for Pablo after this Winner's Circle presentation. Congratulations to Mickey Jack, your winner of today's 4th. Price is on the board. The exacta $15.90. Trifecta returns $40.30. Daily double $14.20. The superfecta $23.95. Super high five $869.20. The pick three $26.25. Up next, today's fifth race. We'll start the late pick five. We're on the turf course at a mile. Scratch the 2, May Gray. Number 2 is scratch. Number 3 is +2. Number 7 +1. Post time for today's fifth. Started late pick 5 in 21 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we draw your attention to the Tampa Bay Downs Winner's Circle as we welcome one of the all-time greats here at Tampa Bay Downs, Pablo Morales, who announced his retirement earlier this week. Pablo, a four-time graded stakes winner, career wins over 2,800 of them over his 21-year career. Total mount earnings in excess of $61 million. He's been a great representative of jockeys here at Tampa. Of course, many great successes up at Presque Isle Downs the last many summers and throughout the eastern U.S. Jockey Pablo Morales, a class act always on the track and off, and we are here to celebrate with him, many of our fellow riders and his family and friends. Congratulations, Pablo Morales, on your retirement from the saddle. Race 5 in 20 minutes. There was a claim there in the fourth race. Number 3, He's My Uncle, was claimed. Goes to Homer Thoroughbreds, trainer Tina Birdwell.
Race 5, it's going to kick off the late pick 5, and it's for 3-year-old fillies which have never won a race other than maiden claiming or starter, or which have never won 2 races, or an optional claiming price of $75,000. They'll be going a mile on the turf. The number 4, Tolulo. This one's in for Jose Gallegos, making a second start off the layoff, third of her career. She originally debuted last spring in a 5-furlong maiden special weight and closed like a freight train to get her nose up on the wire in time, despite starting from a wide post and a lot of ground loss. She took time off, came back just this January in a Florida bred allowance, going 5.5 furlongs on the synthetic. She had the rail, had to sit back. Pace was hot, and she had to settle for the show dough. The 5th place runner, that was Chucky's Ride, next ran second in an optional starter 35. I like this girl stretch out on grass. She's a daughter of Haskell winner Gervin and out of Cajun Queen by closing argument. And she, the mom, did her best running on grass, as did the granny, whose half brother, Oasis Hawk. He was a multiple group place runner in Germany, and the family also includes champion grass horse and millionaire Perfect Soul. The number 8, One Sweet Girl, in for Carlos David, and off an 8th place finish in the Sweetest Chant, where she had post 1, stumbled out of the gate, which not ideal as it is, but also with her having to draw over to the inside rail, because remember, the gate's positioned to the outside. In the end, she was beaten 8 3/4 lengths, but hey, she was also 25-1 in there, despite having won 3 races in a row going into that stakes race, including at this level. Comes flying off the pace for these wins and gets first-time Lasix today, so she's certainly a win contender also. And then I'm going to complete the top 3 with the number 6. That is French Tip for Proctor. Girlfriend won her debut, overcoming a bad start, and then dueled on the front end throughout. Love the tenacity. Runner-up was a next out winner. Nothing major, but still, I do think this girl can continue to show her class in start 2. A couple of her half-siblings, they figure jumped in their second turf tries. And also, with the retirement, by the way, of Pablo Morales, you've been so amazing, my friend. I wish you all the best. God bless you. We wish you well. You got Sammy Marin taking over the mount here today. Gonna go 4, 8, 6 in race 5, which again kicks off the late pick 5.
The horses onto the track, post printing for today's fifth race. Starting at late pick 5. We're back on the turf course at a mile. $75,000 allowance optional claiming event for 3-year-old fillies. They'll be at that 1 mile distance. The turf firm, the rail at 12 feet. Scratch the 2. Number 2 is scratched. Number 3 is +2. Number 7 is +1. A field of 7 set to go here. Race 5 offers daily double, exacta, trifecta, and superfecta wagering. We have a pick 3, super high 5, and we start the late pick 5. Post time in 5 minutes. Two minutes to post time. Today's fifth race, late pick 5 in 2 minutes. Attention race fans, we have a jockey change being announced for the first time in the 7th race. Turning your programs to race 7, number 7 Black Fly will now be ridden by Kleiner Mejias. Apprentice Kleiner Mejias will ride number 7 Black Fly. No change to weight though. One will carry the 119. Kleiner Mejias on the 7 Black Fly in race 7. Race 5, they're approaching the starting gate. We're just 1 minute from post time. Approaching the gate. And the horses have reached the gate. It's post time. They're lining up now for today's fifth. Field of 7 here at a mile on turf out of the homestretch starting point. 4-5 favorite number 8, One Sweet Girl. I've got the Honey, the first to move in. Here's Go Mischievous to gate 3. Tolulo. Daniel Centeno for Jose Gallegos to gate 4. Here's Wine Party. Jesus Castanon for Owen Hardy in the Calumet colors. The final 3 going to be French Tip, Tamarack, and One Sweet Girl will be all set for a start. Today's late pick 5. Race 5. Second of 3 turf races carded here today. Here's French Tip. Samuel Marin already with a couple victories on the card. The final 2, Tamarack and One Sweet Girl, will be all set to roll. One Sweet Girl to the outside. Sammy Camacho on board. They're in the gate. And the race is on. Tolulo going right out to the early advantage. French Tip broke well and comes up to challenge that one with Tamarack to their outside as Tolulo throwing the head about on the lead. Tolulo a bit hard to handle there as they come by the wire the first time. Tamarack up to second, then comes French Tip, Go Mischievous fourth to the inside. One Sweet Girl, the favorite, was away fifth. Going to be too deep as they run into that turn. I've got the Honey and Wine Party, the 2 at the back. As they go with 6 furlongs left to go. Still fighting the rider a little bit there is Tolulo as they go through that first turn. It's Tolulo in front of length and a half through an opening quarter, 23.85 seconds as they go to the back stretch. Tamarack's got to head into second with French Tip to the inside in third. It's a length more back to One Sweet Girl, who is fourth. Go Mischievous right to her inside. The 2 at the back, I've got the Honey and Wine Party. As they race toward the half-mile pole, the leader still Tolulo. Now a little bit better settled up on the front end, given some more rain by Daniel Centeno, and almost 2 lengths in front of Tamarack. French Tip right to that one's inside, 49.47 seconds, so they slowed it down the back stretch, and they take that run to the far turn. It's Tolulo by the 3/8 pole, a length and a half, a length and 3/4 in front of Tamarack. French Tip, they've been second and third through much of the journey. One Sweet Girl fourth, now the favorite given the cue, and they're coming after Tolulo. Tolulo, Tamarack right up alongside. One Sweet Girl out 3 deep. Wine Party starting to move 4 wide. French Tip is in behind, is going to need a seam as Tolulo kicks back up top. Tolulo back a length in front of Tamarack. French Tip stalled out was One Sweet Girl and Wine Party. Final furlong left to go. Tolulo had something left. Tolulo to the 16th pole, length and a half in front of French Tip, Wine Party, One Sweet Girl, Tolulo. Tolulo still there. Tolulo's a 6-1 winner. Gate 2 wire. Tolulo won at French Tip. After that was One Sweet Girl and Wine Party. They photoed for third and fourth. And I've got the Honey was fifth. 4685. Final time 137.34. Fifth one to the number 1, I've Got the Honey. 4685 and 1. Unofficial. Please hold all tickets. Results are official. $14.80 on the win for Tolulo. $5.60 to place, $4.20 to place on the French tip for you NHC players over there in Vegas. The win place format. Tolulo. 3-year-old dark Bear Brown filly by Gervin out of Cajun Queen was bred in Florida by Amity Racing Stables, who are the winning owners. Jose Gallegos, the winning trainer. Daniel Centeno, the front-running victory here. Tolulo. Victorious with a big stretch kick here to win today's fifth at 6-1. The exacta $33.80, trifecta $36.35, the dime super $44.54. Daily double $34.20. The pick 3 $45.40. Early pick 4 $124.40. The early pick 5 $312.40. And the high 5 $846. Today's sixth race is coming up next. It's at 6 furlongs. We'll start the late pick 4. No scratches or changes in this field of 7. Post time for the sixth race in 21 minutes.
Race 6 kicks off the late pick 4, the main 25, 4 fillies and mares 4 years old and up, set at 6 furlongs on the main track. The number 1, Take That. This was one of 2 entered for Bennett. This girl's only run on turf in her career. Nearly won at first asking back in January of 2025. Just missed by a neck in that mile turf debut to Fundamentally, who put up a 76 buyer figure against Allowance Company in her next start. Take That then went to the bench and did not come back until December, back in another main special weight, again at a mile. Looked a bit headstrong, which is understandable. She was taken back and flattened out. Start 2, she was run wide, still broke sharp, drew over nicely, sat back of the leader, just was not able to kick on when the time came. Another filly went up the inside. She later went off wide off the turn, ended up 8th, beaten 7 3/4 lengths. I think the class will even cut back to 1 turn will make a difference. The pedigree certainly has dirt class, and Marin, who rode her on debut, is back up today. The number 7, Blazing Affair, in for James Gullick. She's run second in all 3 starts she's had here. The first 2 against Maine Special Weight Company. Finished 2 1/4 lengths the better of Magala in the January 3rd start. And Magala came back to not only win on the drop-in for Maine 25 by 2.5 over Blazing Affair, but she went on to win a 16 N2L out of there as well. The Shodo finisher, by the way, Bit of Frost, she was also a next out winner. She took a Maine 25 by 2 lengths here over Maggie's Brew. Going to complete the top 3 at the number 5, Miss Aventina. 2 runs, both on synthetic. She was 5th on debut after